Hi everyone, Lindsay here, and this is my art channel. I believe art and Japanese dogs are inseparable, in my humble opinion, and my Shiba Inu are a huge inspiration for my art. So, I'll also be including them in some of my videos. Please join me as I navigate creating art and explore the beauty of nature with one of Japan's most delightful living treasures, the Shiba Inu. Hey everybody, I wanted to do a little tour of my little art space. There's that, and then my main working desk, and then this lovely piece of furniture I was just given by a good friend, longtime friend, and I absolutely love it. And I thought that it would make a wonderful addition to the little art studio here because of all the storage that it has. So I believe this was built in Hong Kong, I don't know, in the 70s or so, or 80s. It was like a custom thing that her family had built, and they brought it over here. I think I've seen them advertised or in antique shops listed as a Tansu or apothecary cabinet, Oriental apothecary cabinet. So I brought it over and filled it up with all of my things, and I've mostly made it the very top part my little Shiba tribute and some of the awards that we've got and just some other Shiba things. And there's my dear girl Farah, who's not with us anymore, but there's some little Japanese things. So this is the cabinet. Here's Cho-Cho. There's Cho-Cho. And here's the other doggies. Polo, good boy. There's Margot. So it opens up, and then here's where I've got some of my sketchbooks and journals and my recent projects and my my tabletop palette that I use the most. And then down here, these are my, boy, it was eye-opening to have this all put in here, because now I can see exactly what I've got and what I need to use up and not ever get any more of until this is gone. These are all unopened palette or papers, many different kinds, all the standard artist brands, and I really like the Baohong. They're a great brand. So I wanted to leave those in the wrappers until I needed them, and then finish these opened ones and get those all filled up. So I've got a little work ahead of me. Got my job cut out for me. So that's the paper drawers, and then this very full drawer is my palette, my big palette drawer. I should probably thin that out too. And this one is just some etcher stuff, little portable palettes, and then all my oil things down there. Little canvases, a couple extra duplicate palettes. So at least it's all organized in one spot, and now I can start working through it a little bit more carefully. And this nice tall drawer is for the tall palette or tall paper blocks, and then some other recent things, and then my tiny paper samples that I get, and you know, little just card sized things, and these are great for just testing things out on, little tiny guys, and other things that don't take up as much space, so they fit pretty good up here. Anyway, so that's the Tansu chest, and then back to my art desk here. And you can't really tell, I've got a thing for the Shibas. So there's all my Shiba stuff. And there's Farrah again. So yeah, these are my little Sheba things. Okay, back at my little desk here. And that noise in the background is Polo doing his evening chewy. So I don't have time to paint every day. I try to, and a way to make it easier for me and to help me use up my supplies is that I have a little portable bag that I have with my new things, my new supplies. Most of them are from Sketchbox, and some handmade things that I take to work with me in a little travel bag. And on my breaks, I will try and do little quick sketches, and my breaks are short enough that I really can't do any great detail, but it does help. It just is a stress relief too, to go and just put stuff on paper. So I brought my my little work bag home with me so I could go through it and sort stuff and then swap things out that I didn't really want to use. And so I thought I would show everybody what is in my work bag. So I have this little Sketchbox doodad thingy. I usually have a washcloth that I use because I don't like the paper towels at work. They're like tissue paper. So I have that. I have a little water book pocket guide that I can, when I'm struggling for ideas, I can kind of look through here, or technique stuff. Anyway, it's just something fun to refer to. And then here is one of the Sketchbox brush rolls. So they do send some nice stuff. And I like to be able to use those. Here's the water cup. These are some of their signature acrylic brush markers, which I really like. And I've asked them before. There's 3 other colors, but I've asked them, sent emails to them asking them what is the the brand that you partnered with for these. Like they're not branded at all, because I really like these and I think these have really great coverage. And I was like, can you make more? Do you have is there a full set that I can buy somewhere? And they said that they make it themselves, and they will release little things here and there, but so far there's just 8 colors that I've got. I have a cheap set of alcohol brush markers. I don't use them a whole lot, but I'll show you, and I'm gonna go through one of my work sketchbooks because it's finished. Here is the Sketchbox, their own little paint palette, and I've used it an amount, so I like it. It's not like a super encompassing. It's probably student grade for sure, because it doesn't really list any pigment info, but the color, it's fine for, it is adequate for doing quick sketches away from the house. And I have the little color sheet thing that I have with it. Here's one of the sample paper sets, mixed media, and I get to know the brand a little better. Stillman and Byrne, people really like them, so I thought I would bring that with me and do a few little doodles on them. I have one other palette here, 2 actually. This was a handmade one from Cherub Ayers. And these are just mini pans and a little tiny portable thing. And they're not all traditional colors, but they are fun colors, and I've done quite a bit just to have them. They're small, easy to carry around, and here's the swatch card that I did of them. But they're nice. I like to support the handmade art people. And then I just added this one not too long ago. It's the Kuretake Gonze little portable set, which they're nice, they're fun, and they're small. That's the main thing. Sketchbook also has some colored pencils that they've released, and these are fun. They're pretty well pigmented actually, and they're pretty buttery, which compared to like Prisma color, they're comparable, but they probably are most similar to me to the Neo Color or the Caran d'Ache. Luminance? I don't know. They're colored pencils. They're nice colored pencils. This was another colored pencil set, and I think these are harder. So these kind of remind me more like the Swiss color. But again, Sketchbook does not disclose the brand. I like the tin. It's convenient, so it fits in my little work bag, and I'll take that with me. And I think that's it for that. Oh, and I have this other sample pack from Sketchbook again. It's a Hanamule paper made with sugarcane fibers apparently. So I thought I would, and cotton rag. So I think it's a nice quality one. These are some of my little doodles that I've done. Just really loose sketching. Just something quick that I can, fit in a half hour. So they're not like super photorealistic at all, but they're sketches. They make me happy to do. So, and I'll open this stuff up. So I like this little carrying case, by the way, and it does have a little handle that snaps off. So yeah, I can loop it through like a handle of a bag or a pack. So these are just some extra things, and then some of the Sketchbook things. Little paintbrush, a portable paintbrush, pencil, fine liner, a white pen that I kind of like, a pencil sharpener, some fine washi tape, water brush, little clip to hold things in place, and then take that out. Oh yeah, little kneaded eraser. Here's a extra Neo Color pen, and this one I've had since I was in high school, which has been many decades. And I still have it, and I didn't understand the purpose of what it was really for until much later, and then I got more of them, and I really like them, and I just keep this one in there so I can try and use it up. A little gold brush pen from Posca. It's a nice one. And these were kind of fun. These came in one of the Sketchbook things, and they are really bright, vibrant pens, and they're matte, and they're not shiny. They're just different. I would maybe get the set, but I need to use these more first so I can make sure that that's something that I will actually use. And then this one has been my favorite. It is a perfect Shiba color, which I love. And I just love the color, and I use it all the time when I'm doing my portable work things. Here's one of those. So they're really pigmented, and then they dry kind of like matte, so they're not super shiny, but they definitely have nice ink, and I'm liking that. And then this little brush roll has a few other odds and ends, but I thought it was a cool brush roll, and I was jazzed when it showed up in one of the boxes. Here are some of the other ones of their acrylic marker. Can't ever find the brand, but they're not going to tell me. So, but I do like having them. This was a nice one. It's got kind of a bad smell. Well, not a bad smell, just alcohol. But it happens to be a great Shiba color too. A nice black dual pen marker. I don't know if it bleeds, I don't remember. Sketchbox also released their own set of like a watercolor brush tip, and these have been very useful. I have used these quite a bit too, and you'll see. And this was a real brush pigment. I do like these. I think this is a nice acrylic ink pen. The tip is a lot softer. You can see the tip. It's they almost aren't like a full acrylic type of feel, but they are great for soft additions to colors, and they're still fine. It was fun to try them out. I don't know if I would buy the whole set of these or not, but they had nice colors and also more Shiba colors, so I couldn't pass it up. I'll roll this bad boy back up. And then, where is my actual sketchbook? Oh, here it is. So here's my work sketchbook. So don't laugh. Some of these are just doodles or just sketches for things that I just am doing to kill a 15-minute break and fill it up with something. Some of these are better than others. This one probably was at my half-hour break, and sometimes I come back and finish. This was, or on another break. This was used by Cherub Ayers paints, those little mini pans, and I think it was pretty nice. It turned out okay. Another trip to Mount Rainier. But I kind of like them. I like some of the really like some of the colors, and they have like a shimmer to them. If you can kind of see it, it might be a little bit hard, but they are really pretty. So just mark making some of them. Bad sturgeon. Don't know what I was doing there. Oh, these are some of the acrylic pens from their Sketchbox version, and then some other colored pencils. Didn't finish that one. Kind of like this one, little Japanese lanterns. I think I borrowed, this is all, there's colored pencils, there's acrylic pens, there's Posca, there's a bunch of different little things in here. I just used everything. This is kind of like more of a multimedia kind of endeavor with all these things. That was supposed to be a bachelor button. It didn't really look like one, but more desert stuff. Oh, cherry blossoms. These were with those real brush tip pens. They had nice cherry blossom colors. And I did use the Caran d'Ache Neo colors for this too, and some of the other things. But I kind of like that one. It turned out pretty good. This one probably took me two breaks to do. Oh, and from one of my walks, they're just quick, brushy sketches for the most part. This was with some of the alcohol markers. They're water markers. They bleed a little bit, but I think it's just the paper. And alcohol markers always bleed. But they didn't bleed through the back too bad. This was another one from Gold Beach area. And a funny looking doggy. Didn't quite finish what I was going for there. That's okay. And same with this one, but it's just things, just ideas. There's a little Shiba named Vanna. My garden, one of my little garden areas. This was like a prototype to one that you might recognize from a finished actual watercolor that I did, and I just did colored pencils because they went real fast, and I kind of like that feeling to get it down quickly and not have to plan it out as much like with the watercolor. But it's nice to be able to just, you know, scribble stuff down really quick. You can see that orange pen that I like. Did something on that page too. I think it was just testing colors that I got. Oh, these are the Kuretake portable set. Those are those colors. They're not bad. Saw a lot of antelope on the road in Colorado. There were some pretty things we saw. More mountains. And these were some more Kuretake paints. I think these were the super granulators. And I just was playing around with them. This paper doesn't hold a ton of water, so a lot of blooms, but I kind of wanted to get the bloom effect so I could see what the granulation would do. And here's koi fish. I used the Posca gold marker, which is, it's a nice brush tip marker. That one's actually, I like that one better than the regular ones. And then funny looking black and tan Hokkaido. It's another Japanese breed. And I think that is it for that. So that's my work sketchbook that I have. Anyway, I've got some product reviews to do coming up. I had some more deliveries, so I've got some unboxings to come up, and I'll put that in a later video. But I will see you later for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.